This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, starting at verse 19. Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. Verse 20, the anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. And in the latter days ye shall consider it perfectly. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory. Call halal Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadas. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwak and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willing, it's an edifying video. Shalom to the confusion of faith brethren join onto our ranks. Once again, it's the brother Yahweh Sop out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah? And I just, spirit jumped on me, came across information about that hurricane that just took that just basically took place last week, the Hurricane Dorian that tore up the Bahamas. Came across some articles, and what really prompted me to do the videos, because like I'm in this program, like a job program through. It's funny how the Most High use even something bad to help you out. You know what I mean? Like I'm on probation, and through the probation program, they had this little job program they started or whatever. But the reason, like I said, that prompted me to do is because at the end of the day, you really see how oblivious Jake is to so much different shit. You know what I mean? I'm sitting up there. That's why I tend not to talk to 2/3. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do not, because when you really just see their mindset, and you can't even complain, because not complain. You can't even feel really sorry for them, because at the end of the day, most Jake just want to, they got that do as thou wilt spirit for real. Like at the end of the day, like people, I guess, don't even understand the ramifications of certain shit. Like, you got people sitting up there talking about the Bahamas. Like, do you not realize what happened there? The Bahamas will never be the same after this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, Jake need to wake the fuck up. But then again, at the same time, it says scripture, 2/3 ain't gonna wake up. So, But, like I said, I got a few articles to go into. Now, basically, this is just for those that don't really know. And I'm not about to just teach you like that, but at the same time, because I had to lightweight research it. Okay, the area that was hit was Abaco. And I don't know if it's a video that's actually on YouTube. A few of the elders and, me and the camps. Well, me and a Great Millstone, I've seen a few videos from Great Millstone. I can't say what other camps have done. But they go into it's a video where it's a female. So, you got all these dumbass Jakes and heathens and anybody that's just following this fucking, this Rothschild controlled media that's lying, because they sitting up there saying that it was only like at the most, I think the death toll was 43 people. But I came across an article where they talk about there's thousands of dead bodies. Now, the lady, she literally is, because, they had to evacuate the area. So she's actually making a video herself. She was an actual person that was in, going through this shit. And she said that it's nothing left. You know what I mean? All the buildings tore up. You know what I mean? No gas stations, no schools. You know what I mean? And she said she has lived through and been there when there's been multiple Category 5, hurricanes. She said this was not no regular hurricane. You get what I'm saying? So the area that was affected is called Marsh Harbor. Is a town in Abaco Islands, Bahamas, with a population of 6,283. Now, like I said, I got an article that says 2,000 to 3,000. So that's like damn near half the population. That was 2012, so I'm sure, the numbers went up, but probably not like that, because, you got to remember this is a small island. The settlement lies on a peninsula just off the Great Abaco Highway, which runs south through Great Abaco for Cherokee Point and Little Harbor. Bahamas storm damages as though a nuclear bomb was dropped. I could look at that one. So aerial view of Marsh Harbor after Hurricane Dorian passed through on September 5th, 2019 in Great Abaco Islands, Bahamas. Hurricane Dorian hit the island chain as a Category 5 storm, battering them for 2 days before moving north. And then the brother from Men of Valor, like I said, he goes into how, he said, that's not normal for a hurricane to sit and then move. You know, they was like a sit for, you know, and that's spirit because he went into how they did weather warfare. And I was reading a book by, what the fuck is the dude? Stephen Quayle. And he wrote a book called Angel Wars. Now, Stephen Quayle kind of bugged out because he believes that, you know, angels came down from heaven and mated with women and whatnot. But he did go into, you know, certain terminology. Like, they created weather warfare back at Vietnam days. You know, they was manipulating the weather then to change the terrain of where they was fighting at and all kinds of shit. He went into one of the names in one of the projects. It was called Operation Popeye, which is true. I want to just show because it's going to show you how it looked before, if this the right one. That's damage done, as you can see. So, like, bear with me for a second. Like I said, the whole purpose of me holding on to this is just try to show you some of the pictures. Okay, Khan. Okay, so this is before October 2018, and this is September 5th. And y'all talking about, and then to show you the part, I mean, you know, how cold the Most High is, he got the spirit on these people not to believe and doubt. If you can't, and that was just, and through the spirit, you know, I've been listening to the elders and certain people say, the elder in South Carolina, Apostle Tahar and the elder apostles, they even said, you think that was something, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, like with the Most High, because his anger is getting more like turned up, you know what I mean? And his righteous anger, though, his indignation, you know what I'm saying? But look at that. That looked like a bomb was dropped on that place. So that shows you, how the Most High feeling his wrath. You know what I mean? He's angry, shit. Let me see something else. It said, media from Bahamas. It says, media from the Bahamas reporting thousands of corpses being buried post-Hurricane Dorian. But that ain't what I wanted. Because I want to show you the one. See, okay. It says 43 dead. 43 dead in the Bahamas as Hurricane Dorian toll expected to rise significantly. So they reporting that it was only 43 dead. I don't know what news agency this is. It says the number of confirmed dead after Hurricane Dorian rose to 43 Friday, and the figure was expected to grow significantly as recovery efforts continued in the devastated Bahamas. The Prime Minister's office said some 70,000 people are in need of aid on Abaco and Grand Bahamas Island, and thousands are desperately trying to find loved ones, with many gathering on social media and one main website in hopes of finding news. 43 is the official count. Now that's what I wanted to get at. Oh shit, but it say more than 6,000. Slovakia. It says more than 6,000. More than 6,600. Look at that shit. 666. More than 6,660. Wow, that's cold. More than 6,660 people were listed on the website during People Search Bahamas as of Friday. So they missing 6,000 people. as thousands were seeking information about their missing loved ones following the hurricane. That's deep. 6,660. Well, I'm glad I got to see it. Okay. There it says media from report. Okay. It says media from the Bahamas reporting thousands of corpses being buried post-Hurricane Dorian, September 10th, 2019. It says the Bahamas Press, a tabloid on the islands, is reporting thousands of corpses are being buried on the Abaco Island as authorities and residents continue recovery efforts. On Abaco, the recovery of bodies that were left in the heat for more than 8 days has begun. And I think I was just listening to Apostle Tahar. Like they said, at the end of the day, it's so many dead bodies, they just leave them on the side of the road. You know what I mean? Because they trying to, first of all, they don't really give a fuck for real. You know, this Esau. Then second of all, it's so much else got to be done. And it's going to be just like how it was with Puerto Rico. You know, and the funny part is I actually go out on the highways and hedges. You know what I mean? I done see Ephraim walk past and don't even take, to show you how just stupid motherfuckers is, don't even take the time to see or read the sign. They just see that image. And no, you ain't gonna talk about my daddy. You know what I mean? Like, not knowing, like, and we had to cuss this motherfucking Ephraimite. Well, we ain't really cuss her out. We just made it known, like, damn, you goofy, bro. You sitting up there looking at us like we niggas and we disrespecting something. Yo, fucking president sit up there and was throwing tissue at y'all, but gave y'all no aid. They let bottles of water to sit and just basically sit in the sun. You know what I mean? Like, nobody got the fucking water, and there's tons of this shit. But you sitting up there, that's just like, it's about as dumb as that. It was a video, I put it in our group chat. I can't remember the name of the video. Maybe I can't find it, but it talk about, they was like Uncle Ruckus speak. And it was a real life Uncle Ruckus. He was up there like my president, Donald Trump. He was like, unfortunately, I'm a black man. He said, unfortunately, I'm a black. If you telling me that motherfucking there ain't no such thing as programming. You see niggas programmed every day. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, that's why you got niggas do the same stupid ass shit. You know what I mean? Once you really figure out the prison system, that's why they set up the ghettos and gave you poverty. And they want, man, shit. It's very rare that a man actually grows out of that cycle of constantly going to jail. You know what I mean? You look up, you done gave these motherfuckers 30 years of your life and they motherfucking got rich. You know, man, this place fucked up, man. Salakia, though, not to digress. According to their report, the bodies were scattered all along the corridors of the communities affected by Hurricane Dorian, with many of the remains being of Haitian nationals who lived there. And when you go into Haitians, you know, that go back to the tribe of Levi, nationals who lived there. According to Clinicans, it continues. Clinicans? I ain't never heard that word. That number in Abaco alone is around 3,000 following the deadly storm. So like I said, it says 6,000 something in 2012. If you talking about 3,000 is either dead or missing, that's damn near, if that ain't judgment of the Lord, that number far exceeds the previous reported number of deaths, initially at 20, then 44, and now 50, reported on September 10th. And you think the media is actually going, only reason why this is coming out is because this is a actual, like, the Bahamas press. So this is something reported from down there. But mainstream media is not going to release these numbers. I think I got one more article. Then I'm going to go into scriptures and end the lesson. It says 1 week, this is AccuWeather. 1 week after Dorian struck, controversies erupt in Bahamas as death toll mounts. Now, this is more of an accurate, reliable article because, I mean, I don't know if you're aware or hip to AccuWeather, but that's an app that's on the phone. You know, you can see it on TV because I know in my area you get AccuWeather, but it's, I believe, going to go into how many reported dead as well. I think thousands, hundreds of Bahamians left homeless by Hurricane Dorian, and that's the spirit. Because we was just talking about homelessness. Now, right now, and a lot of these people is not gonna get, because he's not gonna give them aid like that. They Jake. You know what I'm saying? That's why the truth is so amazing. Because like I said, most men, not I ain't gonna even say men, most people want to know and understand and want to know why you here and why this is happening, why this occur. I think every Jake has at one point in time wondered, why is these people treated like this? So they say we all the same, but why do they treat us like that? You know what I mean? And then when you go into the scriptures, you figure out, you know what I mean? Like, but a two-third nigga ain't gonna get that. Hundreds of Bohemians left homeless by Hurricane Dorian brought tickets to board a ferry headed from Freeport to Florida. And Florida, I've been to Florida. Florida's not gonna like this influx of homelessness. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Florida will pay for you to get the fuck up out of their city. Like, yeah, you can leave. You know what I'm saying? They got laws they created talking about, nigga, you camping. You homeless. They like, you camping, nigga. You can't camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a city district. Seconds before it took off, ferry operators ordered them off the... Damn. That's the spirit. Seconds before it took off, ferry operators ordered them off the boat. The incident has prompted bipartisan calls to waive visa requirements for hurricane survivors. As Bohemian officials continue to sort through the widespread destruction left by Hurricane Dorian. And that show you how full of shit this place is. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen my enemy help you. They say when you be at peace with the Lord, your enemies will dwell safely with you. You know what I mean? At the end, or roughly paraphrasing, something like that. That's how you know the Most High put spirits on people too. You, like Richard Pryor said, he said that he lost $10 one time and it was a motherfucking, he called him a cracker. He's like, a cracker saved me crying and shit. He said he gave me $10. He said, I was out there every week since then, crying my ass. But my point being, at the end of the day, the spirit of the Lord was on that man to give him that money. You know what I'm saying? Because that part, you got to remember, Richard Pryor grew up in that time with, fuck. So my point being, now mind you, and I've seen that happen a lot. I mean, like when how these bus drivers treat the homeless and all that. So just imagine that these people have lost every fucking thing they have. And then on top of that, they gave them tickets, but some kind of way, somebody from higher up get them off the fucking thing. You know what I mean? It could have been the captain call. Who's to say? That's how you know, like I said. So just imagine in a day of trouble, you really think a motherfucker gonna give a fuck about you eating? When this is like the most selfish place on earth? Come on, you gotta remember, you taught as a young child to, oh yeah, do this, outdo this person, and oh yeah, monopoly, get all the money and hoard it for yourself and all that old shit. Confusion and uncertainty has been, Salaki, it says, as Bohemian officials continue to sort through the widespread destruction left by Hurricane Dorian, confusion and uncertainty has been rampant during much of the initial recovery process. While the official death toll has slowly ticked upwards, residents report and officials recognize the final number will be far more staggering than what is being currently reported. As of Monday, the official tally is at 50 fatalities. But hold on. Okay, that's what I want to get. This is as of Monday, the official tally is at 50 fatalities. By eyewitness accounts, the total will be hundreds, if not thousands. And that's what I want to get, because at the end of the day, that lady, like I said, I know it said Bahama Speaks, like that was like the caption on the video. And like I said, she's riding in the car with somebody else and she was just telling her experience. That's the most accurate and the moment, like that's the best news you're going to get from an actual person that was there. So with that, I'm going to go into a few scriptures and I'm going to end the lesson. Because at the end of the day, that's just showing you the Most High's wrath, you know what I'm saying? And you got more to come. You got, proud as Jake that maybe don't believe that, but this is Nahum verse 2. Nahum chapter 1 verse 2. Yahweh is jealous and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth, Salakia. The Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. And who is his enemies right now? These heathens, you know what I mean? The 2/3 of his own people, you know what I mean? majority of the earth, because it says in the book of Job that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. I mean, a lot of people don't even know this much. Donald Trump is such a fucking idiot, and to show you how really like power hungry and how quick he will be willing to use a nuclear device, he was actually said and brought up, why not drop a nuke inside the eye of the fucking hurricane? He literally said that. And because they reported on it. Then they were like, well, you ain't got him literally saying it. But then they went back to actual, like, people that was at the, like, look, I guess, meeting where he made this statement. You know what I mean? Verse 3, the Lord is slow to anger and great in power and will not, and will not at all acquit the wicked. And when you go into that word, acquit, blameless, cleanse, clear. He will not clear them because the wicked was set up to be wicked, to get judged for the wickedness. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So at the end of the day, I'm getting that to say this, that I mean, you know, that storm was actually, you know, all of the, I mean, not all of the power, but, you know what I mean, that was through the power of Yahweh by Yashim Yahweh. You got stupid ass people that sit up there. I mean, I can go into more scriptures and go, I mean, like in Genesis when he flooded the earth. You can go into Exodus when he controlled, you know, the Red Sea. You know what I mean? But what's the point? You know what I mean? I got, well, I'm trying to see. Because at the end of the day, you got stupid ass people that sit up there and say, oh, well, the government created HARP. I've done lessons on this shit. Who is you to tell me when I know that they got a machine they can manipulate? I got one even better for you. Y'all just know about HARP that's here, but Russia got one too. What about that shit? So but you got some stupid ass people that think that they deep or smart. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. I mean, knowing information don't make you deep or smart. What are you doing with your information? Are you trying to warn somebody? Are you trying to make people aware of what the fuck going on? So then at the end, they fuck you and your information. You know what I'm saying? You just sitting on your information. What's that scripture where it talks about the talents? You know what I mean? And you got one that sat on his talent. You knew the truth. You seen. I was like, man, Salakia. The brother was sitting up here talking about some, you know, when Jake get mad or when he threw with the situation, he throw his head. Salakia. What am I looking for? Job 37, verse 9. I mean, this right here going into how you control the weather. Job 37 and 6. For he said to the snow, be thou on earth likewise to the small rain and to the great rain of his strength. Verse 7, he sealeth up the hand of every man that all men may know his work. Verse 8, and all men might not know now, but in that day of wrath, me ain't gonna know. It says in scripture, all eyes gonna see Yahweh Shai when he comes back in them clouds. Then the beasts go into dens and remain in their places. Verse 9, out of the south cometh the whirlwind, and cold out of the north. Verse 10, by the breath of Yahweh frost is given, and the breath of the waters is straightened. Verse 11, also by watering he weareth the thick cloud, he scattereth his bright cloud. So, Lucky, I should have kind of reread that, because that ain't what I was trying to get at. Salakia, let me see, because I want to get one more on Most High control the weather. This is Psalms 83 and 15. So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. And at the end of the day, you know, I was listening to the brothers from Ancient Days. I think one of the brothers is a Dominican. I'm not for sure in Salakia if I threw him off, but he knew a lot about the custom, because I didn't even know about that. He was like around this time at certain festivals that Benjamin holds to. Now I know the one head of that camp, I think it's two heads, but I know one of them is a Benjamite, and he said he's very familiar with him. He didn't even grow up here. So, he went into how privileged America is and how soft they are. So when pain comes, when hardship comes, these people ain't gonna know what the fuck to do, and they not. He didn't take his first shower till he got to America. You know what? That's what I say. Like, I talked to a female in the Philippines. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, she went to college, but her parents, like, she was like the first. I think her and her sister went to college. They were like first generation college. Her dad was a fucking fisherman. I ain't talking about the kind that used the, he used to stand over the pond and could, hit the fish with a stick with the sharpened stick. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, these people may have, and the thing is, America. I mean, the average American ain't fucking like shedding a tear for them people. They not going through it. And that's how usually it works. Until, you had a lot of motherfucking proud Edomites until Donald Trump shut that government down. That's when they realized, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, now you get to see how it felt to live like how. That's why, I mean, you got some stupid ass Jake that just comfortable with living month to month, and oh yeah, you get the little check and smoke up half of it, and then you broke it to the next month again. Like, that's not living though. You got people that actually don't do none of that and barely surviving. So now they got a taste of that medicine, you know what I'm saying? And it's bitter, right? So, like I said, I'm sure a lot of those Benjamites, and I didn't know Levi was down there, but as from the article you can see that the Levites was down there too. I'm sure they are afraid as of now. But you got, like I said, I want to tell how, you got people that's so stupid. They, oh yeah, well, the Most High, that was Esau. He created that machine, and so that's what it was. Well, even if that's the case, which it could be, but what people fail to realize is the Most High. What's that scripture? It say, "Ruleth in the kingdom of man." Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man. So meaning the Most High controls every man's steps. This is book of Proverbs. Basically, nothing gets done without the will of the Most High. The Most High drains everything. Proverbs 16:9. A man's heart deviseth his ways, but the Lord directeth his steps. Got one more. Psalms 37. Psalms 37:23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his ways. And then the last one that I know, in the book of Job. This is the book of Job 33:14. For Yahweh speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. Verse 15. In a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed. Verse 16. Then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instructions. So, what you think you got planned ain't what you got planned. You know what I mean? The Most High is putting that in your spirit for you to do that. You know what I mean? The Most High can move and work through anything, but he tends to work through people. That's why it says scripture about be careful when roughly paraphrasing, be careful when entertaining strangers because you may have entertained an angel unawares. You know what I mean? Most High might have put somebody in your path to help you or anything, you know what I mean? Or hurt you, you know what I mean? Like, because you got left-handed messengers. It's a book, I think it's in the Psalms, talking about, I might be going off, but I know it's a scripture that talks about he sent of an evil messenger. So what does that mean? An angel means messenger, you know what I mean? We like angels on the earth because we bringing a message. So at the end of the day, I'm going to end the lesson with that, and because I'm kind of sort of rambling, but the point I believe has been made, and I'm sure, I mean, like the brother Chief Gabar said from Man of Valor, at the end of the day, this is the beginning of hurricane season. You ain't really even got hurricane season yet. You don't think worse shit coming? Lord willing, through the strength and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory. Call halal Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Waha Rakakodaskatam. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwat and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willing, is an edifying video. Shalom to the confusion of faith brethren. Join onto our ranks. And with that, I want to say shalom, shalom, and a Bible ball.